Hello. I'm gonna be honest, I just filmed this and I got a phone call and I'm filming it probably stupidly on the YouTube app instead of just filming it with my camera app. But anyway, I was just gonna tell you guys that I am gonna be posting a clean with me video, which is why my bed has nothing on it right now because I'm taking a rest and I have to wait for some of the laundry to get done. So, I just wanted to tell. There's something in my mouth. Probably dust. Um, so basically, I'm gonna be posting a clean with me. I'm also gonna do like a plan with me because I'm getting married. And just an update because it's been a while. I did graduate with my master's, which was hella stressful, but it's done. I'm so excited. Um, and then, okay, so I graduated. I'm still working full time, and now I'm getting married in 2 weeks. So that's a lot in 1 month. And I passed my art praxis exam, which means I can now teach art K through 12. I already had my middle school language art, so I can teach middle school English. And I have 3 exams coming up for the praxis. I stupidly, oh my gosh, I was like, I have nothing going on. It's fine. I'll just take all these tests. I'm getting married and I'm going on a honeymoon, so I'm an idiot. And I could probably reschedule, but I think I've missed the date. Like you have to reschedule like so many days, you lose all your money. And I have like $300 at least invested because I'm taking middle school history, high school history, and high school English. Now, I think I can pass the English with little to no studying, just because English it comes very natural to me. I made a perfect score on the middle school English, so cross your fingers that I will not have to really study too hard because even though I have a history degree, I don't remember jack about history. So I have to do a lot of studying for that while getting married, while finishing everything up, while going on the honeymoon, stuff like that. When we come back from our honeymoon, I'm basically gonna go take these 3 exams um, while working. Uh, Thankfully, I have a really great boss who understands. But I don't want to push that. I don't want to push too far. So anyway, back to everything else. I am adopting a kitten. I have a cat. She was actually in here in the other video, but she got tired, so she left. She's old. She's like 8 years old. A lot of fun, but there is a kitten, a 6-week-old kitten that the vet found on the front porch. I guess someone ran it over or hit it or something, which I'm kind of sad that they just left it there. But at least they didn't just kill it or let it die. So anyway, it looked like its leg was ran over, or something. They said they thought it got hit by a car, but I I mean, I feel like if you get hit by a car, you're dead. I mean, it's a itty bitty kitten, so I don't know. I'm just going off what they tell me. Anyway, long story short, I'm getting a kitten that will unfortunately probably have to have its front leg amputated, but we're just so excited to be adopting it. It's like the spunkiest little thing ever. It doesn't seem to know that it has a disability, if you call it that in animals. I don't know. I don't know what the political correct term is, but we're so excited. So we're gonna get him Friday. So in a couple days we'll have the new kitten. He hasn't had his leg amputated yet. He's not large enough. So right now he's just kind of dragging it, but he's jumping out of bathtubs. I mean, he's a BA so far. Pretty cool. His name's Edgar. I don't know if we'll rename him or not. I usually keep names once the animals have them because I'm terrible at coming up with names. And Daisy already had her name, and even though he's only a few weeks old, we'll probably just keep Edgar because it sounds kind of good. Daisy and Edgar. Um, Maybe we'll name him Gatsby because I mean that'd be kind of, anyway. That's the nerd coming out of me. Um, let's see. I was gonna talk about weight loss, so that was kind of what this channel started about. I have lost let's see, 5 pounds. Um, I'm really good at maintaining. I had such a better spiel than the other one, but oh well. Um, Basically, I'm really good at maintaining my weight. I mean, I always have been. Whenever I was in college, um, the only time I got below 163 since like 2009. So 2009 to 2014, I was in college. And all through high school, I was pretty consistently 163. But in college, for sure, I mean, because I kept up with it, it was just something, I was always aware of. 163 to 165, I was very consistent, never went higher, never went lower. Of course, I had a lot of kind of like eating disorder type habits. When I first started college, I wouldn't eat, I was passing out, I had a lot of stuff going on. I had a really bad relationship, so, well, and I just wasn't mature enough to know how to cope with it and stuff like that. So anyway, got out of that relationship. I started kickboxing a couple years later, and I dropped to 153, and that's the first time I've ever been that low. I was wearing a size 10. Before that, I was wearing a size 12. At 163, I wear a size 12. At 153, I was wearing a size 10. So I dropped 2 sizes kickboxing, and I went twice a week. It was great for probably 6 months. And then I got type 1 diabetes. My pancreas failed. It was a big rigmarole, and it was very depressing. And so I kind of just stopped doing anything. I didn't have any confidence. I felt like I couldn't work out. I felt like I couldn't do anything. I just felt like I was totally controlled by the disease or the illness, whatever you want to call it. And so recently, that was 2014. Basically, it was when I quit kickboxing, I gained 10 pounds back. So I weighed 163 again, 165 probably. And so, I stayed at that from 2014 to, and I also got out of another really bad breakup. Didn't have a great track record. So got out of that, until, let's see, I guess the end of April 2016. That doesn't seem long enough. Oh, but you know what? Okay, 2013 is when I got out of the relationship, because it was 3 years. If you care about logistics, but so 2013 I get out of the relationship. I gained back 10 pounds. I got diabetes. Blah blah blah. 2016 April, I meet my fiance that I'm gonna marry in a couple weeks. Basically, I got on birth control again. I had been off of it for several years, and I gained another 10 pounds, which, killed me, because I was okay with how I looked at 163. I loved how I looked at 150. That was, amazing. But 163 is not great on me. It gives me a pretty big pooch on the belly. I'm an hourglass shape. So I just doesn't look great. But the worst part is mostly that it doesn't look great, for one, so vanity. But also, with type 1 diabetes, I got lipoatrophy, which basically meant that in the fat, so let's say this is let's do it this way. Say this is how your fat is normally, it's like a flat. I actually got a hole where the insulin was in my pump, because of a malfunction. It was giving me too much insulin. So on top of having really serious lows and stuff, my fat dented, and so there's a hole in it that goes straight to muscle. So you have this belly. Let's say it's like a circle, and in that circle there's just a hole. Let's see if I can show you on the bed. So let's see. So oh yeah, you can see it. So this is just a hole in the fat, and so it goes straight to the muscle. And I'm not huge. Those are my cute little. I'm not huge or anything, but I have a hole there. I have the start of a hole here, and then I have you can't really see, I have a pretty large hole here as well. And that always, I've never had that before. So when that happened, it just, sorry, I'm looking over here. That killed me. I mean, I'm a pretty vain person anyway, but, I always thought, well, I love my body. I look good in my body. I feel good about myself. And once that happened, I did not. I felt really embarrassed about the way I looked. I got a lot of weird questions about it. And it was just unfortunate. So basically, I am trying to either tone up or lose weight or do whatever, because even if I get it back, I just want to not have the holes in the fat. So even if I do gain fat back, I just want to gain it back in like a layer and not in this weird, like, funny looking way. So I guess I don't even remember what I was saying. I got off on a tangent. I guess I just said all that to say I have lost 4 consistent pounds. That sounds silly to say, but before I could not get below 173. It was impossible. But for a year, I have been trying different diets. I have been kind of aware of what I'm eating. Now, I haven't done anything seriously. Like, I haven't really stuck to a straight diet. Every time I do, I either fall into like an eating disorder mindset where I get so obsessed that, my family actually will step in and be like, listen, I think you're getting a little crazy. I think you're overdoing it. You're ruining your mental state over this. And I was just kind of like, yeah. So, and with exercise, I have not figured out how to exercise with diabetes. It seems like I either go low or I'm just too afraid to even try because I don't want to deal with like the yo-yo effect of low blood sugar, high blood sugar, blah, blah, blah. But I'm starting now. And I'm really hoping to get kind of on the right track. Today during the clean with me, I just was kind of looking at all the food that I have and stuff. And I mean, most of it's not bad anymore. I mean, I've kind of cleaned that up. But the thing is, I'm still going out to eat fast food. I'm still not consistent with calories. Some days I'll have 600 calories. Some days I'll have 1,500 or, 2,000. Well, probably never 2,000. But, I'm basically just maintaining. And if I would stick with something strictly, I do think I would lose. I do think I'm a mesomorph type. And I don't know how much that really, if that's a pseudoscience or not. But from everything I've read, if you diet well, then you will lose weight because of how the body reacts. So, of course, I'm also battling an illness, so I feel like maybe I'm not like the 100% mesomorph. Like I'm, I don't know if I'm going to get the full benefits of something like that because my body isn't 100%, A-okay. But I guess I'm just going to try to film more things and just include, more of my life on this channel. I've noticed that I made the mistake of, I try to jump all into something. So when I tried the keto thing, I was like, I'm going to buy all this keto food. And then I got so sick, more than what I think is just the keto flu. And I couldn't seem to get out of it. And so I don't know how much of that was mental. I don't know how much of that was the keto flu. I don't know how much of that was, the diabetes and, just trying to do something different with my life. It could have just been in my head. But it was a really scary time. So I didn't do that. Not that I would discourage anyone from keto, or any other diet. I just, it was too difficult for me mentally where I was at with all the stress I was under. And budgeting wise, it was just frustrating because I just don't have the mental capacity to meal plan. It just, makes me want to die. Especially because with my fiance, he doesn't really want to be a part of the planning process. Like, he'll eat whatever, but he might complain about it. You know what I mean? So it just, there was nothing pleasant about that experience to me, and there never has been, about kind of like dieting, which I think is why people hate it so much. Anyway, exercise wise, I have not been doing great. I was gonna say I'm doing great, but that's a lie. I did go for about 3 or 4 days out of the week, and then I just stopped. I just get to a point where I'm just like, whatever. And then I don't continue. I don't make healthy habits. And I've just been thinking and thinking and thinking about it so much. So I think when I do my plan with me, I'm going to attempt to make myself plan in workout time and really try to do that and stick with it. And I'm sick of, oh my goodness. Well, oh, I love you. I love you. I can't pause this video because the YouTube app doesn't allow it. So, okay, thanks. Thanks for moving. Well, that was Daisy. You're such a weird cat, Daisy. Anyway, so that's that. And I hope you guys kind of enjoy the content. And I'm sorry that there was a light bulb behind my head this whole time. I just kind of noticed that, so my bad. Anyway, I'll see you around, and I hope this was a good life update. And if you guys want anything in particular, or you want to hear about anything in particular, definitely hit me up. I don't know if I ever even talked about the actual reason I was talking about the 4 pounds lost. I think I was just saying that, there has been that has meant something to me because I know how well I maintain without trying all through life. So to go from 173, where I am 173 every single day for the past year, I think that's why I was telling you about the dates, because for the past year I've been 173, and that really upset me because I was just like, dang it. But basically, I've been 160, I think it was 165. So, like I said, I go from 165 to 168. So I would rather take the 173 to 168 number, which is about 5 pounds. And, but now that's what I am every time that I weigh. I'm like 168. So that means something to me. So I really think if I would just get started, I could get somewhere. So anyway, okay, sorry, it's just a long video. Bye.